Keri. I'm the creator of Muse Movement Studio, but number one, I am a teacher of movement and a self-professed anatomy nerd. And welcome to my space.
What classes do you guys teach at Muse?
So I call this yoga, Pilates, and movement therapy studio because we're kind of constantly evolving and we're influenced by other modalities as well. But we are a modern yoga and Pilates studio, as well as we have reformer machines. All of our yoga classes are influenced by Pilates, and all of our Pilates classes are influenced by the flow of yoga. So it's a real beautiful, harmonious blend of these practices. I wanted to open a studio that was kind of like a full experience, right? So it's not just you come to class and you sign in at the desk and then you go and do your class and then you leave. I wanted to create a community, but also somewhere where there's music playing all the time and someone's greeting you at the door. Like if you go to a restaurant, right, you want someone to take your coat right away. Just like a full experience, inclusive experience, just that experience. So it's not just a workout, but it's a place where you want to spend, you're spending 3 or 4 hours a week there. It's a place that you want to go to all the time. That was my idea with this.
Favorite way to sweat?
My favorite way to sweat is a really athletic and vigorous reformer class because you get Pilates and then you get the resistance of the spring tension on the reformer, and you just feel really, really, really strong afterwards. So that's my favorite way to sweat right now. I think the number one thing I want people to take away from a class at Muse is that movement is not intimidating, and it's a beautiful thing, and it doesn't have to be this big grandiose expression, and you don't have to look a certain way when you're doing it. It just has to feel really good, and that can be from working with a rehab client where they take like one tiny little step, or they do one tiny little movement, or it can be an arm balance or something more vigorous, but it's all inspiring, and it is all shifting, and it is all changing and shaking things up in our tissues and shaking things up in our hearts and in our brains. So that's what I would like people to take away from it, that it's just fun and it's good for you and it's not intimidating. For Muse, I am here on my reformer machine, or as I like to call it, my spaceship. I'm going to show you a few things that we can do on the reformer, some pretty basic things, although you can get pretty crafty and creative with this guy. But we'll start simple. So I'm going to lie on my back, and I'm going to take my feet onto this. It's called the foot bar, aptly named foot bar. And then I'm just going to press out. So I don't know if you can see this, but I have some spring tension down there, which is just creating some resistance into my squat. And why this is so good is because I get basically the world's most perfect squat. When we're upright, it's a lot harder to get this kind of perfect 90 degrees at the knees, hips, and ankles, without doing some sort of load damage to our knees, hips, or ankles. So this allows me to stay in a nice neutral position for my spine and basically get a really nice mobile hip, knee, and ankle, and a really safe squat going. Plus I have the resistance, so I'm feeling my hamstrings and my glutes already after, I don't know how many I did, 8. I'm not very good at counting. So yeah, it's nice. You get this containment. So this can be a very physical machine, which I'm feeling right now, or it can be used for more rehabilitative purposes. It was originally created by Joseph Pilates in an internment camp during World War I. Heart beds that wounded soldiers were in, and he used the spring to create tension so that they could work out and gain more mobility into their joints and therefore heal faster. And so now I'm going to lie on my side, and I'm going to do the world's most perfect one-legged squat, which is great. Oops, but first I'm going to take my tension down so that I don't kill myself. And then I can take my foot on the bar, and then I can do a one-legged squat. So now I'm really isolating those glutes, just that one side. If I wanted my inner thighs to work and get a little fancy, I might pull this leg up as well. And so again, you can see I have this really neutral position for my squat, and my knee is super aligned. Really, really important. Yeah. And then I could get a little fancy and go into external rotation to feel my glutes a little bit more and lift my leg a little higher. All sorts of things that you could do here. getting that nice hip mobility. And I'm gonna come down. And then I'm gonna pretend that I did the other side. And if you were in my class, we would definitely make you do the other side. So then I can do fun things like planks as well. Just again to add more dynamic movement to the workout and to start to work the core. So I can lift up, and now again I have some resistance against my plank. So that's really nice when you're working on stability. And in some ways easier than on the mat, and in other ways harder than on the mat. They kind of work different things. And I can push my arms back and really feel, I don't know if you can see that turbulence happening through my core. And coming into more of a piped position. And then I can step this foot down and step this foot here and really get those hips and glutes working and adding that resistance. Now it's a little harder to maintain my perfect squat, but because I was practicing that on a sideline position, it becomes a little bit easier. And then I can get really fun and come down and do fun things like flying planks, right? And really get that heart rate up, really get those joints mobile but contained at the same time because we do have the resistance. Really great for stretching as well. If you wanted to add a little yoga on the reformer. So what's great about Pilates is it really gets your spine moving and it gets your core working with that spine. So you have really nice low back mobility, shoulders drawing back, and take a nice twist. I love this one because it's so full body. Getting arms to work, back to work, lots of abdominals are happening here. And it's pretty at the same time. Whee! I'm bringing sexy back. And then I can balance. All sorts of fun things happen here on the reformer at the Muse. Ooh, shaky, shaky. Opening up through my chest. And that's just a little taste of all the things you can do on the reformer, but if you want more, you're gonna have to come check us out at the Muse.